Hi, I am Avinash. I work with Microsoft as a software engineer. Our son Anvay studies here in the second grade. This was his first school. He's here since his education began.
I'm Raksha. I'm currently a program manager with Bosch, and I also have a certification in child psychology. So I always was interested in the Montessori philosophy. So that was something I was looking at even before my son was born. When I started looking at Montessori schools in the vicinity, many of them called themselves Montessori, but they were not really following the principles to the T. This was the first school that I found that they were following it. And also most of the schools sold me the curriculum and the facilities. This school actually spoke about its philosophy and the material and the environment. The focus was more on the child than what they can make out of the child. That's why I chose Prakriti. First of all, the Prakriti's tagline, follow your child. You all work out of that philosophy to the T. So when you are so tuned into the child's needs, there is a natural curve for learning and you follow that. There is still love for learning left, which does not happen in the traditional schools where the curriculum decides the pace and not the child. I think that is one of its greatest strengths. The other thing is the sense of safety that the children get. This is one school where I have seen where the children cry when they get holidays. So I think that speaks for itself.
As soon as children enter Prakriti, they are greeted with a smile and namaste. I think that sets the tone for the children for the entire day, and that's really a great environment to be in. And because it's a child-led sort of education that you follow in Prakriti, the teachers understand what the child needs, and the teachers are very empathetic toward the child's needs, and they kind of cater to that. It's a very safe environment for my child to study in. The school doesn't have a one-size-fits-all sort of curriculum. Because it's child-led, the child understands deeply about the subject rather than just rote learning or just rote memorization, which is great for the overall well-being of the child, right? Like when he understands the concept, he really understands it.
And it has opened up a lot of creativity. Especially, he's not afraid to make mistakes and learn from it. What we see often in the traditional academics is that marks are important, mistakes are a bad thing. But here, there's always learning from a mistake and being better at it. And there's a sense of achievement from within, and marks don't validate their worth. So that, I think, is a big plus. The staff at Prakriti are extremely accessible and very, very supportive to parents. In fact, I always wonder how they manage to do that. And I know that every parent who's gone has found this support. There was a phase when my child was struggling to express grief when we lost a loved one, and it had affected him, and he could not be himself, and he would stay in a corner and not participate in activities. And they were extremely patient. They notified us, and we both came up with a very nurturing and a strategy on how to get him to process the grief and beautifully come out of it. We even did art therapy where he was asked a few questions and then he could express himself, and we found out a lot about what he was going through internally because he had become very quiet. So I think that was one incident I'm deeply grateful for.
I would highly recommend Prakriti to other parents. We were lucky to put our son Anvay here, and we have seen like magic happen throughout these 5 years that he is here, and we want other parents also to experience the same magic.
I would say 100% put your child, if you as a parent are aligned to their value system that the child comes first and not the curriculum. Of course, they do magic with their academics and the curriculum, but you should go along with the child. And if you start comparing with the traditional methods where a child should have known how to do ABC by the age of, whatever X number, this is not the place for you. But if you want to go with the natural instincts and do much more than what traditional education can give, this is the place for you. I'm so glad that we chose Prakriti.